Howdy, hey, Abundant Life Living community. It is I, Tonya Bryant, owner of Abundant Life Living, where I work with women who are ready to transform their lives through learning how to shift their mindset. I am so thrilled once again to be on. We are dealing and talking about that P word. That's right, you already know procrastination, dealing with procrastination. And this is part four. The last couple of days, I've just kind of been breaking down what procrastination is, some of the impacts that procrastination has in our lives, and then some steps that we can begin to take to combat procrastination in our lives. Procrastination is not your friend. Procrastination, if you allow it, it will destroy lives. It will cause you to feel all kinds of way. One of the things that we have learned is that procrastination is not necessarily about someone is lazy or things such as that, but oftentimes it is the feeling behind procrastination. And so even as I'm talking about this, let's review once again what procrastination means. Got something in my teeth. I'm sorry. I think I got it. There we go. I know that's ghetto, but hey, I'm just going to keep it real. At any rate, procrastination is to delay or put off doing the things that you know you need to get done. So to delay or put off doing the things that you know that you need to get done. And so I was talking yesterday. I was reading an article, and I don't think I have it pulled up any longer. Um, but just how, nope, I don't. And let's see, where'd you guys go? There you are. But the article really talked about just how procrastination really it is not driven by the fact that we're lazy, or you know we're lazy, or we're not sure. um I forget the other part of it, but one of the key things, it's not driven by this idea that you are just lazy and you just don't want to get it done, but it's really about a feeling that we have about getting something done, and that feeling of inadequacy, that feeling of overwhelm, that feeling of, I just don't know what I'm doing. And so rather than me get started on doing it, I'm going to, because this task or this project is making me feel a certain kind of way. Let me let me deal with that feeling by focusing on something else. I hope that makes sense. So when we really begin to pull back the layers, of why are we delaying, why are we um, uh, putting off doing things, it's because there's a feeling that we have, and that feeling, we're allowing that feeling to overtake us, and then procrastinate. And then when we begin to procrastinate, there's certain areas then that become impacted, right? So I talked about on the first day. We our stress level increases, right? Because we know we need to get it done. Because we're already managing busy lives. And so this is another thing. So it's just, we feel this heightened level of stress. Another way that procrastination impacts our life is that when we finally sit down to do what we need to do, we come to grips, because we got to get it done. We then are rushing to get it done, and then maybe the quality of work that we put into it is a lower quality, because of the fact that we're rushing and trying to get it done. um, and so the work quality oftentimes becomes subpar. Another impact of procrastination is we waste time. You cannot get time back. There's no making up time. Right? There's no making you lose a time. And so that's time that you could spend on other things. But you have because you're feeling some kind of way, you're in your feelings and you're allowing your feelings to dictate you in a negative aspect, then you lose precious time. Another impact is just this idea of missed opportunities. Um, we because we're feeling some kind of way and we're feeling overwhelmed and inadequate or what have you, there may be opportunities that come our way, but because we've procrastinated on something else, it can impact those missed opportunities, and those opportunities don't just wait. They don't stick around. And so that's one of the effects or the impacts that procrastination can have on it. And then the last one that I talked about is some of the impacts is that it strains our relationships, right? It strains our relationships because we are procrastinating. It can really impact your relationships. It can mean that you don't, because you now have to rush and get something done, you are taking away from precious time that you can spend with a loved one, precious time that of husbands and what have you, wives and what have you. Again, it can put a strain on the relationships. Now, I talked about the impact. Now, I've been kind of giving you some steps on how you can begin to combat um, procrastination. So we talked about one step that you can take is breaking the task up into smaller steps, setting those deadlines for yourself. I believe yesterday we talked about pri- prior, per, making yourself a priority. So, making self care a priority. So remembering to take care of yourself, because remember, as I told you, taking care of yourself is not a luxury, but it's a necessity. And when we begin to shift our mind and understand that, oh, it's it's necessary. Just like you breathe, right? You have to breathe in order to be able to live. Um, um, Taking care of yourself is a necessity. It is a necessity. We must allocate that time for ourselves. That self-care, that time to get our mind right, to refocus, to center, to get in alignment with God, right? Another step that you can take to really combat um, procrastination is time management. And I talked about a technique, Pomodoro, of course, I jacked up the name. Anyway, that's a method where you do 25 intervals, 25 minutes interval of work, then you take a break, and then so on. And if you need to, if you have a larger project, you can do like four intervals of the 25 minutes. Then if on that fourth interval, you want the next break, you want to do a 15 or a 30-minute break and really take time to really do something that's, worthwhile as you're taking the break. So that was time management. And then we talked about yesterday finding your motivation, finding the why, discovering what motivates you. Sometimes knowing why you're doing something can help kickstart your motivation and your drive. And so then I want to talk about our last three things that you can do that you can use to combat procrastination. And the next one is accountability. Accountability. And so in a few minutes, I'll talk about kind of accountability, a group that I've established to help you, right? So when we're talking about accountability, it's making yourself um, accountable to someone. It's making yourself getting a partner or a group and saying, "Hey, I need to get this done. These are some of the goals that I have for this particular project. Can you help me stay on track?" So when you're accountable to someone, you are articulating your goals of, I need you to help support me in staying on track. See, there's something about community. There is growth in community. There's safety in community. And so that really ties in with this idea of accountability, helping you to stay on track, helping you to stay focused. Gently reminding you in love, look, you need to get that done. How can I support you? So one of the ways that you can combat that procrastinate, getting account having some type of accountability, getting accountability, a partner, becoming a part of a group, a mentoring group, an accountability group, a study group, just getting that um, um, focus, right? And so when you decide that, okay, I'm going to be accountable, that's one of the ways that you can really put off. You can deal with procrastination. So you no longer are putting things off because okay, I told this person I need to get this done, right? And I know they're going to be calling. They're going to be asking me what did you get done towards that? So that kind of just motivates and stirs you up. So the next step that you can take in helping you deal with procrastination is seeking out support. So that really kind of goes along with accountability. So don't be afraid to ask for help or even delegate tasks when possible. It will lighten your load. Oftentimes, and that's where again learning yourself. Are you the type of person that you don't trust other people to help you? That again, that's something that you may there's some work that you need to do around that. So seeking out support. We are not, and again, that goes back to what I was talking about with accountability and community. Seeking how can you divvy this up if you're able to? All right. What what can you do to help lighten the load so you're not getting and feeling so overwhelmed that it fuels your procrastination? So seeking support is what a great step that you can take in combating um, procrastination. Sometimes we need to go to one another and say, "Hey, I need help." If you're taking a class and you got to write a paper, go to the tutoring center. Oftentimes, the tutoring centers are free for folks at your university or at your college or what have. Get the support that you need so that you can combat that procrastination. And then the last one, and this is so vitally, this is extremely important. Celebrate your progress. Celebrate. You wrote a paragraph. You better celebrate that. Celebrate your progress. Recognize your achievements, even the smallest one. Why? Because that's going to keep you motivated, right? Like, oh, I got this done. Yay. Yay. Look at me. I got this done. Right? I'm gonna reward myself. I'm gonna go get a journal. I love journaling. I love journals. I love notebooks, and the prettier they are and the cooler they are. Again, celebrate because that's going to keep you motivated, right? Now, I want to jump back to the whole accountability, right? And so that is a key thing. And so I am committed to helping individuals deal with the procrastination. I am committed. And so I created an accountability group in the form of a mentorship group. And so I should have been a little bit more prepared, and I'm not. So let me pull up. Oh, actually, let's do this. I'm going to first of all, so scrolling across the bottom of the screen is the information. It's the Transforming Your Life mentoring program, going from fear to power. And so and you can go to ABD Life Living slash TYL mentoring. And so I am going to pull it up. So let's see, AB, there it is. And I'm going to share my screen and we'll go over it. Again, there's something about the power of community. And so let me share my screen. Um, okay, so why am I not? There we go. It's like, what's going on here? Okay, so then let's go here and that way. And then let's get this out of the way. Okay, so this is my transforming. Oh, and you know what? I need to go here in order for me to be able, there we go. All right, so transforming your life mentoring program, moving from fear to power. This is a monthly program designed to help you transform aspects of your life through learning how to shift your mindset, learning how to shift your language. What are you speaking? Learning how to just move from fear to power. One of the things that I was talking about with procrastination, the core of it is that we're feeling some kind of way. And so some of those feelings could be fear, anxiety, just overwhelm. And so when you can begin to deal with some of those feelings and you get control of them and you don't allow them to dictate you, you get your power over it, then you're able to do the necessary things. And so this mentoring program is going to help you move from fear to power. It's going to help you move from whatever thing that may be hindering you from doing the necessary things. So this is a monthly program. It is a live interactive monthly program. So we meet once a month for 45 minutes in our group mentoring. We do a group mentoring session. I will be discussing a topic and then we dive deep into that topic. We have um, demonstrations, interactions, handouts, things. It's a working um, session, right? So you learn different strategies to help you with whatever you may be dealing with. And so again, there's a topic that I focus in on, but it is a very applicable topic. And or the things that we do are strategies to help you in that area. So maybe we're going to talk about how to overcome a fear, how to get out of your head, how to stop overthinking and get into action. So different topics like that. So no matter what your area may be, these are strategies to help you really transform your life so that you can accomplish those things that you want to get done. So and some benefits. So like I said, we meet through Zoom once a month. You If you're not able to attend, that is okay because they will be recorded and you will have access to the replay. Also, when you join the group, you get access, you get affirmations for success. I'm going to do a whole kind of thing about the importance of affirmations. And that goes back with what are you speaking? You don't realize that your words create your environment. Your words are so powerful. And so it's important that you are speaking the right things. I had a coaching session. Um, I was getting coached, and the coach was talking about, she'll look at someone's life and think, what what words did you speak to create what you're dealing with? And that just hit me because again, you don't understand. the power of your language, the power of the words that you speak, the words that you are they affirming you? Are they building you up? Are you creating an environment for growth and success, or are you tearing yourself down even with your own words? So those affirmations for success are powerful, and you get access to those. You get a digital download once you join the mentoring program. Also, you get 20% discount on upcoming classes and programs, and you also will have access to our private Facebook group where we will continue this discussions oftentimes in those in that group. There'll be times where I'll do pop-ups, I'll come live, I'll put resources, and it's a community. Again, we talked about with procrastination, what are some of the things to combat is seeking out support. And so there may be individuals that have expertise in certain things that can help you, and that's what that's about, building that community. Now, this program is a month to month program. It is designed again to help mentor you. I, as the coach, will be giving you insight, right? We'll learn from one another. It's only $47 a month. And you can register by going to abdlifeliving.com/TYL mentoring. You can also, you're thinking, you know what, Tanya, this program is definitely what I need. I just want to go ahead and knock it out for the year. You can go ahead and pay $470. You get a $94 discount, and you get a bonus where you have two coaching sessions with me, 30-minute coaching sessions. And I oftentimes go over because I always over deliver. I want to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. And actually, I mean, this is really, yeah. At any rate, this you can go ahead and get registered now. So our live monthly sessions take place every third Saturday of the month, and then these are the times based upon your time level, time zone. So it is just it's time. It is time. I'm gonna stop sharing. I want to thank you guys so much for joining, but it is time for you to begin to transform your life. It's time for you to get into action. It's time for you to invest in you. It's time to move from procrastination to your power. It's time to move from fear. It's time to move from doubt and unbelief about your abilities. It's time for you to um, uh, uh, get in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing so that you can do what? Live the abundant life, the Zoe life, the absolute fullness of life. Again, you can go to abdlifeliving.com/TYL mentoring. Now, also, you may thinking, okay, Tanya, I'm there. I'm doing the mentoring program, and that is amazing. But you know what? I need some additional support. What else do you have where maybe I can do some one-on-one work with you? I'm glad that you're asking me that. I want to encourage you to go scrolling across the bottom of the screen is go on to www.bit.ly/call Coach Tanya B to schedule a free discovery call so that we can kind of assess what it is you're needing, how I can support you in that. If I'm not the coach for you, I know other coaches that I can direct you to, but I want to help you again transform your life through dealing with your mindset. And so us having this conversation will help me to ascertain where you're at and how I can support you. Again, I want to thank you so much. You can go to bit.ly/slash call Coach Tanya B to schedule a free recovery recovery a free discovery call. And also, if you're wanting to register for the mentoring program, go ahead, get registered so that you can start doing the necessary work that you need to do in order to begin to live that abundant life. I want to thank you so much for joining. I will probably be on this weekend, I'll probably do a pop-up, so just make sure that you've got your notifications on that I am live, and so you can get some of this good content that I provide. Thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you soon.